Also, that work that I was at the car wash, why I left that work was because, as I said, they fucked up my teeth, and I rise one grand rising, and it started to affect me. They were sending negative energy, and I got a call from the nigga I was working with, and I let him know that I was going through that situation. And the nigga was only thinking about money. He didn't even say, did you go to the dentist or whatever. It's like he didn't care. Only thing he cared about was the money. And from that I didn't go back. So I have came to the understanding that they have been spreading rumors on my name that I stole and I this and I that. But time will tell. And all of you who told lies on me, your time is coming. What goes around comes around. Life is a circle that goes round and round. So be mindful and remember that always. Yes. I also was introduced to this producer by that same person I was working with. And it was rough on me when I was working there because I was being attacked very hard, and they all knew, they all were in cahoots working against me. They knew everything that was going on. I was being attacked even on the job by energy weapons and all these things. And it was like they told him to try and have me not getting any rest and all these things. They were trying to get me to not tapping into my spirituality, having me not having any time for even myself. You know, when I was in connection with this producer that was introduced to me by the nigga I was working with, it was when I left from there in the evening, sometimes 7 or 8 or 6, depending on what time cars came. And I came home, I hardly even have time to cook. I would go to the studio, which was the home where that producer was, and we would be there until 1 o'clock, those times. So I hardly got any rest and all these things. And when I would say I need rest and all these things, they would be saying like I am soft and all these things. So I picked up on that energy. I picked up on a lot of energy on the covert shit that they were doing. But they were doing illusion magic, so that I would not act upon what I should act upon, right? Because that is how it is. But as I said, everything happens for a reason. I tried to even warn them. The most I had me warning them so that they wouldn't get involved, but because of money. I hope you all find peace in your endeavors. because you all think that you were clever. Yes, so as I said, I was being attacked very heavily. I was being attacked with energy weapons and all these things because they were doing heavy spell work on me, and whenever the spell work wasn't working, they were attacking me with energy weapons. There were even nights that I couldn't even get any sleep because they were doing spell work. They did help magic on me to get me sick. They did everything that you can think of, health wise, spiritually, to get rid of someone. They did every type of spell work on me to try to get rid of me. And I also posted a video on my YouTube channel where I was exposing that they were trying to set me up, saying that I raped 2 little children across from where I live, which is the granddaughter of the voodoo priest. And YouTube took down the video and told me that they don't condone those stuff, and if I repeat that action I would be blocked or something for a week, something like that. But it also came to my understanding that I also got the understanding that they went and filed report that I was defaming their character or whatever. But that are the things that they do. Whenever I started to speak out, they would gaslight me and do cover shit. As you could see in previous videos, they also were throwing dead animals around the apartment that I am at, around the house, because they were doing spell works, and as I mentioned in a previous video, they cloak themselves so that when the energies return back, it wouldn't hit them. It would hit animals and so forth around them. So that is why their animals were dying, and that is what these persons that do voodoo in this community do. So in this community there are a lot of animals that die, and also they have a lot of animals. They love to keep a lot of animals just for that purpose, for that reason. When I just came here and things were going smooth, even though they were working behind the scenes against me, these were the same persons that were coming to me. Even the 2 little children, they came to me because their mother wasn't even around them. Once in a while she would come around. I don't know where she was, but she wasn't around them. She would only come like in the night time, and they were left with their brother and their grandfather. And most of the time when their brother should cook for them, he wouldn't, and he would be gone wherever he want to. And they would come to me and ask me for oats and sugar and all these things. When I cook, they ask for food and I would let them have it. Both of the neighbors that were around me, they came asking me for things and I gave it to them. I even had salt, the last of salt I had, and they came and asked me for it and I gave it to them. They asked me for food countless of times and I gave it to them. And they were the same persons who came up against me. They were the same persons. They were doing spell work so that I wouldn't remember anything that they did to me, so that they could befriend me again and have me going through cycles over and over. It's been a lot that they have been doing, and for the longest I want to leave this place, but they are doing covert shit behind the scenes so that I cannot leave this place. Even self-proclaimed that he wanted me to return back to where he was, so that he could have the upper hand over me. He doesn't want me to break free and get on my own, to have a house of my own and live on my own and have a wife and all these things. Because also I picked up on energy that he is also gay. When I was around him, I noticed that whenever he went to have a show or anything, he wouldn't bring his underwear. He would come back in the house naked. And I didn't know that those things are rituals. Even me, I was doing the same thing. Not even know that it was ritual that was being done. So he doesn't want me to leave here. So most of the times they were doing spell work, they were doing it so that I would be scared and want to leave here and go back to where he is. That's what they wanted. And that is why they don't want me to get any job or anything, because they know I made it known to them that as soon as I got the ability to remove myself from this place, I would. So they have been working behind the scenes so that I cannot leave here. They don't want me to leave here. That is why they don't want me to have any money. They only want me to have a little, where I only can buy food and so forth, and always be running back to them. I also know that they have been living in my house and all these things, because I got the visions and all these things. Yes, so they don't want me to leave here. Whenever I try to get a job, they go wherever I went to get that job, or make phone calls to that person and tell them that I am a thief or I am into whatever, so that I wouldn't get the job. They also tap my devices. They are listening to me and also watching me. They send spiritual spies. A lot of things. As I said, they did everything that you can think of spiritually to get rid of someone. Every single thing they conjured up demons and sent towards me. A lot of stuff. Even next door where the voodoo priest lives, they didn't have any light around their house, and they got a light. And ever since they got that light, they placed it at the corner of the house, at the front of the house, where it would shine through the window into the room that I am in, that I was sleeping in. And that was a part of the energy weapon, because I don't know if you guys know about the light. They use light as also one of their energy weapons. When the light refracts towards me, it sends a vibration and all these things, which makes me uneasy and cause me to feel health wise, not feeling well and all these things. So I had to block up the window, but even when I blocked up the window, They were coming around in vehicles even late at night. I would be like, I fell asleep, and when I woke up late in the night, when they started to attack me, I woke up, I would hear vehicles driving away swiftly because they were parking up and shining a light into the house and all these things, hitting me with energy weapons while I was getting rest and all these things. Because even right now, it's in a city that I am sleeping, because that is what I have to do to prevent myself from being hit with energy weapons. This is the only part in the house where I can say where they can't hit me with any energy weapons when I am getting rest. Because as I say, they do a lot of covert shit. They shine lights into the apartment and all these things. Yes, my friend, so that is it. As I said, they don't want me to leave here. It's like they want me to leave, but they don't want me to leave, because they know if I should leave and be on my own and all these things, they would have no control over me. Yes, so that is their thing. They want to have control over my life, just as they have had control over my life from I was a child. They still want to have control over my life, like I am still that little child. Yes.